Hey, everybody. My name is Charles Specht, and welcome to the Broker of Record Letter Group Coaching Mastermind. I am excited to be with you today, and I want to talk to you about something that irks me, something that I heard today on a podcast. And frankly, it's on a podcast that I hold in high esteem. I've actually been in a a participant on the I've been interviewed on the podcast before. It's a podcast that's been around for quite some time, and they had a guest on that I didn't actually agree with in regards to something that was being said. And so I usually don't like to drop names or anything like that, so I'm not going to do it either on this one. But it was someone who's being interviewed was fairly astute at a particular subject matter, and the person who was interviewing eventually said that what he was doing was he was telling his clients, agency owners and producers and so forth, to spend this time not so much trying to sell, but to prepare yourselves to sell sometime in the future. In other words, what you're going to be doing right now is creating value, and what you're going to be doing right now is just creating a relationship with these particular business owners in the future. And that hopefully, once everything gets back to normal, that they'll remember you, and that then you can start the process of trying to sell to them at that time. And the reason why this became an issue is because at least the two people who were there on the episode were saying that it just seems right now that it's difficult to sell, and that sometimes even selling right now might come across as negative. So what they were saying is that instead of continuing trying to go to the next step with your prospects of trying to sell a policy, um, instead get your ducks in a row in other areas such as email marketing or LinkedIn or getting some PDFs together, just whatever it was that they were going to be talking about. And I'm not saying that advice is 100% bad. I'm just saying it's not the advice that I'm giving anybody right now. The advice that I'm giving to everybody right now is put your foot on the gas pedal and keep pushing. This is perfect. This is the perfect time to sell. There's no bad time to sell. And I also just truly believe that, unfortunately, people who are of that other mindset, that right now we should be just kind of building the relationship, and that way, when things are better, we'll be more prepared to sell. I think that's a defeatist mentality. I think that it's also probably because you have the wrong mindset about what sales actually is. If you were of that particular mindset, then it's quite likely you would assume that your sales approach is maybe cutthroat, that you're selling something that really doesn't have value, that you're only in it for the money. And frankly, if those are really the issues, you should get out of the insurance business. Don't want you here. You shouldn't be in the industry. Go find something else to do. But if you're like most people, and if you're like the members of the mastermind, you realize that what you have to offer, your services, the policies that you will give, the coverages, the terms, and so forth, is that you're actually helping people. You're helping them lower their insurance costs. You're negotiating on their behalf. You're actually putting in place workers' compensation claims management services and loss control services and other types of services that aren't merely there just to sell them, but to serve them. I truly believe that. I truly 100% believe that. I have no problem right now asking somebody to give me $12,000 because I know that it's going to help them. I realize that money's tough. I also tell people you should invest in yourself. You absolutely should. I truly believe that. When market is good, when the market's bad. But at the end of the day, I believe in what my product is. I believe in my service. Do you? Do you believe in your agency? Do you believe in your agency's services? Do you believe in the vision and the ethics of your agency? If you do, then don't be scared to sell at all. In fact, you should be excited about it. If however you don't feel that that's your agency, better get out of town. Better leave. Better go find another agency because that's not the right place to be. But if you feel that what you have to offer is good, is essential, is necessary, is helpful, will lower their cost, will remove the administrative burden, will be an overall better move for them, then frankly, it's not selling. It's not selling. It's serving. It's serving. And that's what I really think we should be focused on. Look, I get it. LinkedIn, email, everything else that goes along with it right now, trying to figure out social media marketing, all that kind of stuff. Yes, you can use that. Continue to build relationships. I do, you do, many others do. You absolutely should. While at the same time, you have to remember that it doesn't matter if it's property and casualty or personal lines or employee health benefits. These policies and these plans have renewal dates. Those renewal dates are real dates. You can't play with game. You can't play games with those dates. Those are real. You would be hard pressed to extend those. You can't just ignore those. They come up. And so the insurance policy that they have right now is going to end on that date. They can't have a lapse. They will need to renew either with that carrier or a different carrier. They're going to have to come up with a deposit. They're going to have to pay the premium. They can't simply just go uninsured. Not only would that be unwise, but contractually and legally, in many instances, they simply can't do it. They have to comply with contracts they've signed with local and federal regulations. They have to have insurance. Why not from you? Why not from you? It's not selling, it's serving. I like the word sell. I like the word selling. But at the end of the day, I'm not trying to sell snake oil to anyone. I'm trying to help them see the solution that's going to give them the best case scenario going forward, whether it's lowering expenses, whether it is providing the right coverages that they need, whatever it is. Look, it would be better to have somebody pay 25% more for insurance if it actually gave them the right coverage. It would. That's ethical. To give you an example, one insurance agent was telling me, he's not even a client of mine, just someone I know on LinkedIn. He was telling me that he was working on a roofing subcontractor, and the insured was telling him that nobody can beat his agent. His agent just keeps in with the best price and the best carrier. Nobody can beat it. He's like, okay, well, let me just meet with you. I'll take a look at your policy, and if I can't do anything, great. If I can, then maybe we'll go to the next step. So he met with the insured, pulled out the policy, started going through it, and lo and behold, guess what kind of an exclusion it had in this general liability insurance policy? Now remember, the insured is a roofing subcontractor, and what the policy contained was a 100% roofing exposure exclusion. There was no coverage under the policy. Could have charged him $1. Could have charged him $10,000. Doesn't matter. No coverage for roofing. And so the the agent was sitting with the insured, turns it around and just said, can you read this and just let me know if you feel that this is a problem for you? And the insured read it and just started getting red faced, just started getting angry. He was sitting there. I started laughing just even thinking about it. He started getting mad because he realized that his insurance agent had done one of two things. Either he was so ignorant of how insurance worked that he never even read the policy to see if there was coverage, or two, the insurance agent was a crook. The insurance agent was unethical. And those are the only two options in that particular instance. So, yes, my friend, he took over the policy by broker of record letter, got the endorsement removed, cost more premium, but he had coverage. And the insured learned a valuable lesson at that time, that you will pay the penalty later for a cheap price today. I believe that with all my heart. So, getting back to the issue, yes, you're going to sell something to someone because somebody needs to buy it. Your prospects need to buy. But remember, it's not salesy, it's servicing. And once you remember that you are serving people, once you put it that way, call as many people as you want. Call as many people as you want. Call as many people as you want and tell them that I have something that could potentially save you up to 37% on your annual insurance costs. I'm not trying to merely sell you something that's going to cost you money. I'm actually offering you something that can potentially save you thousands of dollars every single year. And in a time, in a crisis like this, every dollar matters that you can lower your expenses. And so, yes, I'm giving you a call. I'm prospecting, but I also understand that what I'm offering is real and legitimate, and it could potentially save you tens of thousands of dollars. Make the call. Make the call, my friends. Go ask for that sale. My name is Charles Specht, President and CEO of Permission Network Insurance Agency. Glad to have you here as a member of the Mastermind. Be on the lookout. As I told you in the past, the Mastermind library is being updated, and I'm pretty excited about it. We'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.